In this video, I'll provide the most effective practice methods that I've personally used to enhance English speaking skills without taking any English speaking courses. People tend to be shy and intimidated to speak their target language on a daily basis, especially if English is not officially spoken in your country. It's a bit weird, like practicing English speaking at your home without having a lot of chances to apply it in real life. In the beginning, your family or the people around you might make fun of you, and it might bring you down to some extent. And I feel you, really, but who cares, right? So it's a good idea to speak to yourself in English if you don't have any conversation partners. Firstly, you should describe what you do in a day, such as your morning routine, or what you have at breakfast, tasks that you have to finish on this day, your plans, ideas, feelings, and thoughts exclusively in English instead of keeping them inside or expressing them in your native language. And if there is any feeling or situation that you have trouble describing in English, look them up in a dictionary. And this way you'll become more comfortable and less shy to speak English. Then create a virtual English speaking environment by using language exchange applications and communities to get used to interacting with people in English. Have you ever gotten stuck in the middle of a conversation? You understand what your conversation partner is saying, but words just don't come out of your mouth, and you don't know how to put your thoughts into words or how to respond properly. And if you can relate to these obstacles, this method is for you, and I'll show you how it works.
Firstly, pick a topic you like to talk about, and I highly recommend this website to you as it provides tons of conversation, topics, and questions to practice.
So there are 3 rounds. In the first round, set the timer for a minute and present this topic without preparation. And the key rules are that you cannot pause more than 3 seconds, and you cannot repeat the same sentences over and over again. Of course, when you get stuck, you can come up with everything you want, everything you desire, but don't stop. And as soon as you can think of any sentences regarding this topic, dive into it again until the time is up. I know it is hard, but such kind of challenging stuff will help you better at English speaking and reduce awkward silences. Before I start the second round, I write down the tips that I want to include because, in the first round, everything is messy and chaotic. The ideas are so unorganized, and that's why I reorganize my ideas and thoughts, and then I check my favorite vocabulary list where words that I've learned are collected in one place, and then I pick out the words that fit into the topic and help me present it more simply and clearly. And in this way, I can revise the words that I've learned, and also I can understand how to apply them in practical contexts. Then I present it again, but the difference is that it no longer has to be a mini speech. As long as you have more opinions and thoughts to bring up, and you can speak without pausing too much, it is acceptable. In the final round, you should film yourself to see your strengths and weaknesses, and you can make this assessment on your own. And also, these recordings will encourage you a lot as you can look back on how far you've come. I've already released a separate video about this method, so I won't walk you through it in detail, and the link will be in the description. And there are so many people who are unsatisfied with their English speaking, not because they don't know how to speak or how to put their ideas into words or how to express themselves in English, but because they don't like the way they sound in English. So shadowing will help you overcome such kind of frustration and dissatisfaction caused by the way you sound in English. Here's the most important tip that deserves your attention. So when you do shadowing, please be intentional, because the improvement of your English pronunciation springs from carefully listening to native speakers and intentionally copying the way they sound or pronounce. Most people cannot distinguish the difference between shadowing and repetition. They just repeat whatever they hear in their own way instead of intentionally copying and mimicking how native speakers say. You need to ensure that you're focused, attentive, and not resistant to changes when you do shadowing. So without much hesitation, just give it a go. The ability to speak English spontaneously stems from preparation. You can guess to whom you have to speak in everyday life and what kind of conversation you need to have or you tend to have in a particular situation. And in large part, you can prepare for these conversations in advance, the way you prepare for a job interview before you really attend it.
With preparation for different topics and situations and putting what you prepared into practice repeatedly, you'll become more spontaneous and confident when you converse with people, and you won't have a lot of awkward silences, and you won't get stuck and feel inferior among your friends or colleagues because of your English. I've been using these ways to improve English speaking since last year, and these are so helpful for me to make progress drastically, and I hope you can put them into practice and become more comfortable and confident whenever you speak English.
You said people around the world would try to bring you down. Told me don't give in to the power. You got power,